last few nights I thought I was going to die. I mean, it's does something to my veins. The part of it is freezing. I can smell that shouldn't even be in it. Even if I don't have it on, it's they can evidently they have a button or something they can turn it on. By the way, when I had to move from the other room, it was so bad. He told me this was the only other one they'd let him move me into. This is the way it's been in the past, and this is where I'm at. I'll say it again because I know I'm just about dead anyway. I'm going to have to leave my rent's paid on Monday. I just bought groceries, and I'll have to lose them. This happens all the time. This is who owns it, Sonny Shaw and Patel. Look at all the people who came to an opening. They own everything around here. John Edwards, believe me, John Edwards knows about my kidnapping and real name. And so does Bob Goodlatte, who's U.S. Congressman. Edwards is state senator, but I've been in both their offices. They were, I don't know if they still are, side by side downtown Roanoke. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Goodlatte, I came out of his office the last time, and somebody followed me, got on the elevator and said, "Lady, if he helps you, he'll be living in the National Forest with you." So now then, he's head of the intelligence committees, and I don't know. I didn't look it up. I don't know what all he's into now. But these are the people who know what's going on, and they're hobnobbing with these. And, I mean, it's like a joke to them what's being done. Now, I want to show you where I mentioned the mind control murders. Larry Flint was shot, and that person was programmed while I was doing the medical malpractice book, MD, A License to Kill. Believe me, you better believe it. I want to put this in now. I'd forgotten about it. This place where I'm at has a Waffle House. It's right in front of it. It's not part of the motel. It's a Waffle House right beside it, in front almost, on Third Lane Road. Okay, I'm going to quote you what one of the FBI agents said to me in 84. I still had Larry Flint furnish me a car for a year. I never talked to him after then. But this FBI agent, Noah, used to come in, and he said, and he's talking about the FBI, they've made it so ludicrous, everybody knows you're telling the truth. It gives them a chance to help you or walk away. Well, they walked. So, now then, I was going to connect that with trying to keep it together. I don't have somebody helping me with it, and now I've lost my train of thought, I guess. I was talking about Larry Flint. And, the Waffle House. When I was out here at Scott Hill, they came and picked me up here at the Waffle House. This lady did, the manager. And I went out there, and just a few days before I left, so this would have been last of September, because I left October the 5th, and I was coming back from the bank or something, and here's this, I'm on the radar van, and here's this long list we had to stop for, and I said, why all this? Because you had all cop cars, you had Virginia State Troopers, you had this long line. It was a funeral procession, and this is exactly what I've been telling everybody from 70, I'm going to have to sit down now, I don't know how to sit up this long, but anyway, they said, well, a policeman was having surgery, and he died. Well, everybody knows about this. I've told about mind control. It's not just to program people to kill or take a plane down or the pilot fly it into the ocean or mountain or off course. They can cause death to a period of natural cause. They can cure, they can cure cancer, or they can cause it. There's a process in mind control, I don't know if it's called magnetic healing, but they make you imagine it. That's just a part of it. It's akin to hypnosis. There's more to it, programming and mind control. But the Scott Hill, this is where this just happened, and I just moved from here, where I'm at now, Howard Johnson's, and beside it's the Waffle House on Third Lane Road. Okay, now that I'm coming back over here, leaving Scott Hill, retirement because they got run out with black mold and a little bit of everything. At least they owned up to it, and it's the name Scott. This my son's name has been used in a lot of the murders, like Scott Peterson. And this is a long line, state troopers, policemen. I mean, seriously, and Covington's a little town. And I said, well, who died? And they said, well, he was an ex-policeman here in Clifton Forge. They call him Waffle. Now then, that's back to what I said. The FBI Noe in Grottoes in 84. And I had the Larry Flint car, and Hustler magazine, to tell you the truth, is supposed to be run by the FBI. Now then, who's the bad guy in this? The people who've done this to me deliberately, who kidnapped me and brought me over here, part of my own family, Elizabeth and her father, George the Sixth. The Kennedys, he was the ambassador. The father was appointed by Roosevelt, 36 till they kicked him out in 46, I guess. The people that control your banking, the Bilderbergers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, control your news media, the ones that helped kidnap me. And when a king loses his power and the money and everything goes with it, it went to Elizabeth, who's part of the New World Order, with Hillary Clinton, by the way. Now, if I haven't lost you there, that's how, I mean, they've made it so ludicrous that people know. I'm going to go back to when the driver on the radar van in Covington, when the possession had gone by and the cop had actually was murdered, just like I'm saying, using programming and mind control. How you going to prove it? You'd have to listen to some of what I'm saying and get people's attention that long, and they don't want to hear it, to tell you the truth. But they'd much rather come and call somebody crazy and come lock them up and haul their asses off and never be seen, be tortured for life, all right? Excuse me for saying haul their asses off. If you've ever lived a moment in my life, maybe you could say a few words that are really appropriate. But anyway, as I started to get off the van there, the radar, and the possession, funeral possession with Waffle, and this isn't funny, cops are getting killed in it too. Cops are a part of it, giving the orders. So anyway, you can't take a picture of what's happening to me like you can a black child getting shot down, or and go and march and close down everything. Nobody seems to care, not very many, about, because it's too big a thing. If you tell it, it says what the United States and some of my family really are. But back to getting off of the van, radar van, and the possession has gone by, and I asked his name, the policeman's name, Waffle, and he just died in surgery. So they killed him, plain and simple. Well, you could even, this is what they don't want told. You can even program the doctor. He may do it deliberately, or he may be programmed himself. So this is scary, right? Anyway, I started to get off. The possession had gone by. I started to get off, and you know what? When I stopped at Scott Hill to get off, the driver had already said some things, him and one of the other people, about Waffle was the policeman's name and in surgery and dying. And that's the reason for all the state troopers and cops and all that in the funeral possession. And he said to me when I started to get off, he said, "You better watch your step, lady," and implied. And I just smiled and I said, "You have a good day." He suddenly launched the bus, and I could have fallen out. So in other words, he's telling me that. So now then, I've put this up. I don't know if anybody cares to go through it or not. I'm going to show you, this is just the Fort Hood shooter. This is the Russian, the Boston Marathon. They were programmed. You've got Holmes, James Holmes. This goes back in history to Audie Murphy, and it goes way back further than that. I don't know how many times they've knocked people off, and we don't know it. This is a family when they kidnapped me at age 2 and brought me over here, and this is a dussied up one. They didn't have cars, and they didn't have clothes like this. This is me. I was taken from my father and mother, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, sister to artist Georgia O'Keefe. My dad, Edward VIII, his own brother, helped Roosevelt, the Kennedys, the Rockefellers, the people of the global